Hello, guys. Welcome back to Afro Rooted, and we are here today to discuss transfers, African transfers. Of course, we're going to be discussing Victor Osimhen, Sofiane Amrabat, Hakim Ziyech, and other players as well. So stay tuned to find out who we think is going to move to where.
I don't know if Amrabat is the right profile for Liverpool.
I could see Ismaila Sarr moving to a Tottenham rather than an Amrabat. If Victor Osimhen was available right now, it would be the perfect situation. But I think it's definitely a summer move for him to Man United.
Is Hakim Ziyech. The best move for him is Newcastle. The first player on my radar is Amrabat. I think he's one of the big names that everyone is looking at. I think it seems very likely that a move is going to be made for him in January. The two teams I think that are looking at him the most are Liverpool and Spurs. I don't know if Amrabat is the right profile for Liverpool, given that he's more of a deep-lying midfielder that is kind of like a ball-winning role. But given like the current profile of players they have in their team, such as Fabinho and maybe Jordan Henderson, do you think that he fits into their team?
They are lacking a midfielder, but I feel like they could use somebody that's a little bit more that plays a little bit more advanced positions in the midfield, right? So that's I feel like that would be the January transfer like main target. Even when they asked him, I think like one of his dream or like one of his favorite teams is Atletico Madrid. So maybe he's not that's a move that's also more likely for him to happen. Him going to an Atletico Madrid, that's a profile. I think like that fits his profile. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes there, right?
Yeah.
I don't see the Tottenham move for Amrabat just yet because, like you said, they have Yves Bissouma. They have to give him time, so they have to get rid of that player or somebody else. And they also have a youngster, right, Pape Matar Sarr, which brings me to my next player that I had on my list. And Ismaila Sarr might be a player that they're looking at, and that's been heavily linked to Tottenham and Everton this January. And we all know like. It's a matter of time before he leaves because he's too good for the championship, and I think like we've talked about this before as well. And I could see Ismaila Sarr moving to a Tottenham rather than an Amrabat. Like that's and especially with Richarlison being injured right now, and Tottenham trying to find their way back to the top four. That might seem like a more likely move.
If he did move, it would really be interesting to see him at an Everton rather than at Spurs, just given the fact that Everton doesn't have any like high quality wingers. They do have Damari Gray and Anthony Gordon.
Lampard has had his eye out for Sarr. Like they've said, like he's he is one of the players he would like to have on his team. Like he's had him in his mind for a while, so having him integrate to that team would be great. And he'll also join his teammate Idrissa Gana Gueye from there's already that chemistry there, so it's kind of smooth transition and maybe to the team. So I would definitely like to see that.
So do you think more likely to move in January or the summer?
The funny thing with this January transfer window is that it's a very short one, right? So players are already in the groove and like they already have something going on, so it's really hard to move to predict a move in January, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he moves because the Premier League, like who wouldn't want to play in the Premier League, right?
Speaking of players that are playing really well for their clubs, is Osimhen and Napoli. I know you had your eye on him. What do you think? Is this a January transfer type of move, or is it a summer type of vibe?
I think it's definitely a summer move for him to Man United, and I feel like he'll be the perfect fit for it. United, after selling Cristiano Ronaldo, they're in need for a striker. But if Victor Osimhen was available right now, it would be the perfect situation. But with Victor Osimhen playing amazing in Napoli, having a great season in Champions League, it's highly unlikely that he's going to leave this this January. But I think he should remain the main target for summer for Man United, just because his profile just perfectly fits Ten Hag, what Ten Hag is trying to build, and is somebody that he could build a team around long term. But will he go this January is highly unlikely. And if Man United end up signing a player, like they're also looking at Marcus Thuram and some players like that, I don't know if they'll be able to get him during the summer, if they have the budget for it or not.
Osimhen is definitely going to be one to watch for the summer. Moving on to Ounahi. Ounahi is another one that really, really, really caught people's eye in the World Cup. So, what do you think? What are the teams that are looking at him?
I think he was being linked to Barca, but I don't know how real that link was, and especially like if it doesn't work out for Frank Kessie, maybe he might be heading that way. Mm-hmm. But they already have what's the name, Pedri, players like Gavi and stuff like that. But Leicester City, you mentioned, that might be a good move for Ounahi if Leicester City is in fact building. But if they're not building, I don't think that's the right move for him. But I could also see him, for example, going to Italy, to like a Napoli or something.
But do you think that he would get the game time that he would like at Napoli, though?
I think he might, yeah. I feel like he has the capability to do so. And even one thing we have to also realize with Ounahi is that he's a breakthrough star, right? Like before he moves to a bigger club, maybe I do see him maybe at a Dortmund even, right? Yeah. Like a team like Dortmund. Like I feel like he might need a stepping stone somewhere where he's going to get a lot of playing time and a lot of shine. Yeah. And but I could also see him getting picked up by a Premier League team, you know?
This to me sounds more like a January transfer. Am I right? Or is this a summer transfer?
Yeah, he might be a summer or a January, but either or, I feel like it's coming very soon.
Next player is another one that we're not 100% sure. He seemed to get a bit more game time under his new boss at Chelsea. Is Hakim Ziyech. He's been linked to a couple of clubs, and I have a theory of where his best move is, right? So he's been linked to Ajax, Newcastle, and Manchester United, right? I don't think he should move to United. I think they already have Jadon Sancho, they have Anthony Rashford as a winger as well, and Anthony Elanga. Doesn't make sense for him to move to United. I think the best move for him is Newcastle. I think he is the exact type of profile that they need. Who do they have on the right wing right now?
Right now it's going to be Almiron and Joe Ellington on the wings.
Yeah.
And then they have Alexander Isak as a striking option. But if Newcastle is heading the way they're going, which is building a deep squad, why not?
Yeah, especially in the case that they make the Champions League. I think for sure in the summer, this is the type of player that they should be looking to buy. I don't think Chelsea will ask for too much money. It seems like the owners are willing to invest a lot of money and bring in a lot of young players. And I don't think there's any future for him at Chelsea with the sheer number of players that they're bringing in. So,
and also he's also been linked to AC Milan, I believe.
AC Milan,
if I'm not mistaken. That's another team he's been. I feel like I've seen him being linked to. So maybe that's a move also that he can make. But Newcastle, I think, I never really thought about it, but it could be a good move. They also have Saint-Maximin, don't forget. It's another front that they have.
Yeah, but I think they can. I think they can rotate the wingers. Arsenal is looking for a new winger, but they also have Martinelli and Saka. So
yeah. So it will depend if they make Champions League, I would say.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully, and Ajax as well. I think that would also be a really good fit for him to join a team like Ajax. I know that Kudus plays more as a 10, but bringing in Ziyech to play as a right winger.
It's also a place he's familiar to. And, easy transition back.
Last couple of players that we had on the list, let's run through them really quickly. Wilfried Zaha. So Zaha's contract expires in the summer. It's going to be really interesting to see where he goes. A couple of teams have been saying or showing interest in him. Barcelona has been one. Chelsea has been another. Arsenal, like historically, has been interested in him. It's going to be really interesting. I don't think anyone is really leading the race yet. Chelsea might be an option for him, but I would rather him not go to a Barcelona where they already have too many wingers with Rafinha, Ansu Fati, Ousmane Dembele.
And now Zaha probably.
Yeah, and Zaha as well. I mean, it just seems like it just seems redundant to have that many players in the same positions. So I think he might have also been linked to Spurs. Given that he's an Arsenal fan, I hope he wouldn't stoop to such a low club. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I think we wanted to touch on Datro Fofana as well, who was Chelsea's recent transfer.
A player that has actually transferred. This January.
Yeah, I think he might have caught a couple people by surprise. I know that Chelsea are signing a bunch of young talents that are born in like 2000s plus, little babies. But yeah,
I think Chelsea just didn't want to miss out on this talent. Yeah, I don't know if they will really like integrate him now. Maybe we might see a loan move for him now somewhere else. He might not be in the plans, but I feel like Chelsea right now, the way they're buying players, I don't know how it could be either a genius or it could be, they're just wasting their money because like they're just buying any and everybody right now. And Datro Fofana definitely is one to look out for in the future, but I don't know, man. Like if he goes on loan, maybe it'll be good for him. But I really want to see a player like that develop. Right? We haven't seen much from him. He went from an academy, an Ivorian academy, straight to Maldo. It's rare that you see somebody go from like a Maldo to a Premier League team, not only just a Premier League team, but a top 5 Premier League team. So they must have seen something really good in him. And I feel like he still has a lot of potential, but it's a player that definitely needs a lot of development, and we should not really put pressure on him.
That was your transfer radar from Afro.
Yes.
Just
let us know, man.
Yeah, I mean, let us know if we missed anyone. As usual, you guys know the drill by now. Let us know what we missed, where you guys would like to see these players go. Osimhen to United, we'll see. Does he deserve a bigger team? I think so. Ismaila Sarr, Ounahi, Amrabat, Ziyech, Datro Fofana, Zaha. Let us know what you guys think.